welcome back to our vlog series. We have a special guest today, Angelina.
Ryan.
Hi.
Hi.
She's the expert at all things freight. No, just kidding. Just kidding. We wanted to bring her in because she is an account coordinator, knows all the stuff, very detailed. So it'd be good to have her in some of these. So that's why we brought her. So today we're going to talk about freight, shipping, and shipments. And very important to know a few basic things. One, the ship date, and if you have a targeted or a non-targeted ship date, going to the advanced warehouse or going direct to show, knowing those two things and what that means. And also picking a carrier is important for your shipment as well. And so let's start. What do you want to start with?
Sure. Well, I guess the basics would be finding out if you do have a targeted move-in date. It's usually on larger shows, but it can be in smaller venues as well, depending on the aisles being clear and moving in booths first to last. You can find that by, it just says on the quick facts, if you have a targeted move-in, you find the floor plan, and they're usually color-coded. So if your booth is colored green, you'll see above it says your target move-in is Friday. Sometimes you need to be there 8 a.m., sometimes 1 p.m., so pay attention to that and make sure your driver is aware. You will get charged if you move in or move out off target, so you do want to make sure.
It'll cost you more.
Yep.
And there is a reason for the whole targeted. They're trying to bring in a lot of people at one venue, or they may be limited to how many people they could get in the back to bring them in, so they need you coming in at specific times.
Yes.
And marshalling yards too. It's kind of a something else that I didn't bring up at the beginning, but in some cases, if you're going direct, you'll be moving into a marshalling yard and then moving over into a venue. So even if it is your targeted date, you're going to want to know what time that driver is supposed to be checked in. Just because you pick that day doesn't mean they don't need to check in maybe at 6 a.m., but the freight won't end up showing into the hall until about 1 or 2. So you want to know that date as well.
And you can usually find that in your quick facts as well. It'll tell you the marshalling yard address and usually a map attached to it. So you want to give your carrier that information beforehand so you don't get charged for going direct instead of to the marshalling yard.
Well, Angelina always gets the pleasure of paying all these shipping freight companies, so she knows that there's tons of them out there.
Yes,
and
sir.
picking a freight company is important because there is, there's different times. Your budget, the importance of the freight you're moving. If you've got some very delicate equipment or really expensive exhibit property, you might be wanting to move on an air ride van carrier. Which is going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's going to get there safer. You get a little bit higher level of service to a common carrier where you might end up having some limitations to the size of trucks and things they can put in it, but they move a lot more freight, so they can do it cheaper. Where they'll lump you with a bunch of other people and maybe not do a dedicated shipment. And if you've got the time, you can save quite a few dollars doing it that way. But you can get some damage, and you can have some things happen when things are moving in a lot of different parts and pieces on not an expensive air ride van line. So.
Yep, and you want to research and find companies that are experienced with trade shows. It is a little different animal than just delivering to a company and unloading there. You do have wait time, wait charges, so if you do go to a marshalling yard and you have to be checked in at 8, but freight doesn't get allowed until 1 p.m., you need to be aware that there will probably be wait time charges and that you have a carrier that's familiar with that and that are willing to wait, because some companies try to just stop and unload and go, and that's not always the case for trade shows.
We put up a Hargrove Rush exhibit label. You'll find these in just about any of the books. You're going to find the labels for going to advance, for going to the direct to the show. And there's something else that's very important when you're ordering shipments, and that is a bill of lading. Would you like to explain what a bill of lading is?
Sure. It's overall just it's a label that you have to have, or a form that you have to have. It'll show the number of pieces, where it's going, Most carriers, especially outbound shipping, you cannot have your freight released until you fill one of those out at the show service desk. So post-show, you need to make sure you have the exact number of pieces. If you only put 8 and there's 9 there, then one of your pieces will not get released if your whole shipment at all. So it has the weight, where it's going, and the number of pieces, and it is a must-have in order to get your shipments out of the show floor, and usually for carriers to pick up at your place as well.
So yes, don't take shipping for granted. It's one of the most important things on both ends. So having a dedicated person or exhibit company, a lead at your company at the show, making sure that the belating, the shipping company, everybody's talking on the same page, or your freight could get forced, shipped without where you don't want it to go, cost you a lot of money, not make it to the next event, or nothing worse than showing up to set up your booth and not having an exhibit there. So you don't want that happening. That's it. Thank you.
All right.
And wait for the next one.
Thanks for having me. Woo-hoo!